Hey, I'm Dan. I am a software engineer at WorkOS.
Dan, good to hang out with you, man.
Dan, it's always a pleasure to see you.
So you just made an announcement today. What was that about?
We announced WorkOS Pipes, which is kind of a new feature that allows a developer to connect their app to basically any number of third-party services. You can kind of think of like connecting to, say, Salesforce or Zendesk or Intercom or Slack or Google, anything like that. And set those
Love it.
up, really get access tokens for those services quick and easy.
Okay, cool. What are some of the things that like customers have been asking for us or from us that are now unlocked with pipes?
Right. So I think one of the clear advantages to it, like we were already doing a lot of authentication stuff, a lot of OAuth already. But like one of the things is you may log in with a Google account, for example,
Mhm.
through AuthKit. And we even have the ability already to like request additional scopes as logging in through Google.
Cool.
But let's say you've set up SSO because you are enterprise ready and these folks aren't using Google to log in, but you still want access to that like Google Calendar information for some other feature of the app. What Pipes lets you do is set up like an integration really easily that lets you just kind of like plug into to connect their accounts like outside of the login process that they can do kind of like at their convenience via settings page and then get access to that calendar really easy in your app. Of course, it's not just limited to like the OAuth providers that we have for logging in.
Mhm.
It could be any service out there that you need to kind of integrate with.
I love that. Now, I was talking with Pavan earlier, and we talked about like RBAC and advanced RBAC and some of the like core uh, like pillars of those. And he had mentioned scopes. How does scopes play into these integrations? Like what does that look like to a developer? What do they need to know?
Sure. Well, if you're talking about OAuth, you are almost always also talking about scopes. It's kind of like a way of thinking about like permissions with OAuth. So a lot of the times when you're setting up a connector to Google, to Salesforce, you are also setting up a bunch of like figuring out what scopes, what data you need access to in the Salesforce, in Google that you need in
Got
your
it.
app. So yeah, actually, Pipes makes that kind of quick and easy to set up as well. When you're configuring the integration, you configure the scopes as part of that step.
Nice, nice. Now, is this something that so people who are building applications now can offer this to their customers? Do the customers actually decide what scopes they would utilize, or is that something you set up as a developer?
That can vary from provider to provider. So there's kind of like two pieces to it. As a developer building your app, you kind of specify which scopes you're going to need, and then most of the time, you just send those as part of the initial authorization request to the provider. The user sees that in some kind of consent screen, says, yep, that looks legit, and allows access. And you kind of get access to the whole kit and caboodle, like right as part of that flow. Another thing that's kind of nice about pipes that we make convenient is a lot of the times you may start off with a certain integration that's using a certain subset of scopes, and you're like, oh, hey, we need this new feature that's using these other sets of scopes. You need to reconfigure, add those scopes to your integration, but then until the user reauthorizes your app, you're not going to get those. So one of the things that's nice about like the pipes widget, which I don't think we've talked about yet, but it will indicate to users like, hey, you might need to reauthorize this account to get access to the full features now. So it kind of handles that part of the UX too.
Nice, nice. Well, you mentioned the pipes widget. Tell me a little bit more about widgets and how the pipes widget fits into it.
Yeah, sure thing. So widgets is something we kind of launched, I want to say last year. And they're kind of like, you can kind of think of them as like bundled up like a front end component, but it's also the back end AI pieces, and it kind of fuses them both together in one module. You can just kind of drop into your app and it handles it
Nice.
all. Super easy to configure. If you've already got an authenticated WorkOS user, hey, you can just drop the access token right into the widget, and everything's like wired up right away. So we had like, I think we launched like a user management widget, like a profile widget. There's an organization switcher widget. And with pipes, we've added a pipes widget that takes care of like just presenting the user with, hey, here are the available connections you've got that you can connect to our app. Just go ahead and hit like one checkbox and we will launch you into the OAuth flow to take care of that. So super cool, super simple.
So as you look ahead into these like new capabilities of people using AuthKit and pipes, like kind of what are you excited to see kind of like unlock over the next what does that unlock for customers over the like next 6 weeks? Like what will they be able to start being able to say yes to?
I think like a lot of the customers that have sort of asked for this specific like kind of flow, like, oh, we're logging in. We have our enterprise customers logging with SSO, but we need their Google Calendar. That's been a specific use case. And it's going to be great to make that like so easy to like just drop into an app.
Yes.
I'm really excited to like take some of the friction out of like building these integrations. Developers can just focus on the integration code, not worry about like this OAuth song and dance. Like we'll take care of that. We'll refresh the tokens. It'll be super painless. So I'm excited to just kind of unlock those integrations and get people moving quicker on those.